Hi everybody, another video. I know that this is pretty soon after another one. Here's Marnie, you can see her tail. But a lot has happened. Yesterday was my last day off for a week, and so I made the most of it. And as you can tell, there's no longer a big TV behind me. Because it is at my apartment, along with not like most of my other stuff, everything that I'll need to live there. Um, I slept at my parents' house again last night though, just because I was with people and we did like a photo shoot thing and we wanted to look at the pictures, and it was, since my apartment has all my stuff there, it's not unpacked yet, so there's just no room right now. But I was going to go this morning and unpack, but I was tired and didn't. So here we are. I do have work in just a bit though, so I should stop rambling. Yeah, I should leave in a little less than an hour, but let's actually get to this. So, oh, I just forgot everything I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So I had some talks with, or first off, happy October. It's October 2nd as of recording this, and I'm sorry, I'm playing with my hair because I got out of the shower and it never it works right. Anyway, it's October 2nd. That's very exciting. Originally, I had some really big plans for this time of the year. Those plans are different now. Once I set things up in my room, I don't have enough room in my room right now to set up things. I might be sitting on the floor for a little while longer, which is fine. But we'll see. I just don't have any free time anymore until my next day off next week. So I know I'll see if I can find time this week to go down there and fix that. And maybe start doing some Let's Plays again, which are actually way less popular than these style of videos, but I guess there's no but. I think I'll do more of these videos for sure, because I also just enjoy talking. But we'll see. Because there were some spooky games I wanted to play through that I've been really excited about now that it's finally October, but I met my roommates. I met one of my roommates. He's cool, and he said that the other ones are cool. He's the one that smokes the weed, though, I think. I mean, he smelled like it and had a cigarette in his ear, so it looked like a homemade cigarette. I think it was him, but he was really nice. He's also the one that has the dog, so I think the move is probably to just keep my door closed with candles and incense and keep the window open and just hope for the best with that, because there's nothing else. I'm not really impressed with this place, to be honest, because I paid rent today and it was also $100 more than what it should be. And I know it's the 2nd, but they don't do late fees until I think 6 or 7, like a week after the first day of the month. So yeah, I don't know. I'm frustrated about that. But in other news, at the end of October, I'm going on a trip, which is excellent because work has gotten. So the way my work works is I work for a company that, as like most people do when they work, and the company has like a main campus where they take in the boys, that because it's a rehab place, like behavioral stuff and everything, and they take in the boys there, and they work them and like do their therapy and stuff, and then when the boys are on their last like steps, they get sent to where I'm at. which is like a house, like a huge mansion, just like a ways away from the main campus. Um, we've had a low census recently because I don't know why, but everyone has been acting up so much. But I don't understand it exactly, but we're losing money because of how little people we have there. Um, because it's like $30,000 or $40,000 a month or something to have a student in the where they are. So like it's like a big deal when we have students there. Recently, we've gotten quite a few boys who are not ready to be at the place we're at. They are they're way too early, and that's bad because it's the students who are there who are ready to work and show that they're ready to go home are being affected by it, and then we the staff are also being affected by it. And so, but they need the money, so they're just letting students in. And today we have a staff meeting. I mean, once unsurprisingly, I'm panicking about going into work today. Uh, and one of the reasons is the staff meeting, because me and one of my coworkers are just going to come out and say like this is borderline like unethical. Like the way that things have been the last few days since the newest student got there has just been insane, and there's been no control or focus. It's just been like the Wild West, and we're just babysitting pretty much and making sure students are like alive and safe. And past that, there's like no listening or working on their therapeutic treatments or whatever. So it's insane. Um, I don't remember why I brought that up, but I did, and that's how it is right now at work, which is stressful. So, oh yeah, I was going. That somehow tied into the trip I'm taking at the end of the month. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember what I was going to say, uh, but yeah, no, it's been a lot, and I've promised myself I won't quit this job until after the trip at least. Preferably, I won't quit till December, which my coworkers have said, well, they'll just wait till January, because in December everyone goes back home, so work is just like house chores all day with like one student. So I that sounds nice, and that might be a nice way to kind of slip out on a good note of just something more chill than hellfire. And also I also will guarantee like I need a job, uh, because the trip that I'm going on is going to take a lot of money, which I'm high key stressing about because I just don't have a lot of money. Um, but it's going to be good. I think taking a step away from life for a bit is going to be a really nice kind of change of pace. Um, I think emotionally I'm just tapped out pretty completely, largely because of the job. So I think it'll do some good to be able to step away from it and then come back with the mindset that like I'm here because I want to be, and as soon as I don't want to be, like I can leave. Like I put in the work, and I do feel like that, which is the other thing I wanted to bring up is I do feel like I've put in the work here. Like I feel like I've had a mind shift, and I feel like if when I leave eventually, it's not going to be because I'm panicking and I'm scared and just trying to get out of an uncomfortable situation. I feel like it will be because I've thought about it and I've done it and I've tried, which is the most important thing. I've actually tried, and it just isn't like the right spot for me. Like it's not the right work, and I feel good about that. Um, I feel good about that, and I believe that, and I don't think I'm just gaslighting myself into having like an excuse to leave. Sorry, but so that's the hope. I'm sure some people know about doTERRA. They have some jobs that I wouldn't mind taking. They just have to open so I can apply for them. they have one job I want to do right now, because the problem is I don't have a car, which is like actually a problem. And so the other problem is that if I get a job that is far away, because if I worked at doTERRA at the position I want, or the position I want is work from home, both of them are, so that wouldn't be an issue. But the position I could do right now is you have to be there, and it's far away. It's like a 1 hour commute total, which I'm not opposed to. It's just a matter of if work starts at like 8, then that means I have to be up at 6 a.m. getting ready and going to work, getting ready for and going to work. And then there's a 20-minute walk to and from the bus stop, which again I'm not opposed to, because I'm getting tired of not seeing my friends. Like, one of the reasons, because at this job I'm working at now, before I was doing a night watch position, which was from like 10 or 11 p.m. to, or like 11 p.m. to 12, like midnight, to like 7 or 8 in the morning. And it just depends on like if it was a weekday or not. But it doesn't matter. It was an overnight job, and it sucked because I didn't get to see anybody because I was sleeping all day. And then by the time I woke up, I was off getting ready for work. And so the only days I really got to see people were on my days off. And that worked out because I'd wake up about the time that they got off work. But that limited me to being able to see people like once or twice a week. And that's the same thing here at this job now. Because I figured, I'm doing daytime job now. I can see people again. No. I'm still... I start work a few hours before people are getting off work. And then I'm working until like midnight. So it's still kind of I'm not seeing anybody situation. Which sucks, because seeing people is one of the ways that I like find meaning in life and find like fulfillment and enjoyment. So that's a bit of an issue. But which gets me to the point of one of my qualifiers for my next job, no matter where or what it is I work mornings. Because I've worked evenings for the last like 4 jobs I've had, and I'm tired of it. I don't like getting home for dinner and then just enjoying the night by myself because everyone else is off the bed. Like, I want to work in the morning with all the other people, like all my friends, get off at the same time all my friends do, play games with them, meet up with them, just talk, like, just not be constricted to my days off. Because then it also just makes it so my days off are like hella busy, right? Like, that means I have 2 days a week where I can fit in seeing everybody and doing everything that I need to do. And so, which means I'm just not resting or relaxing really ever. So, I don't know. I'm probably just being a wimp again about it and like making it a bigger deal than it has to be, but also that's just kind of the way I live my life. Is I don't even know, I couldn't even describe it. It's just, for the way I live my life and the way that I tend to have habits, having the schedules that I've been having just isn't coherent with that. So there's a cat right here. Ow! Oh. I grabbed her paw and then she clawed me. Now she's licking me. Anyway, I'm gonna let go, kitty. Ouch. Thank you. Alright. I think that's it. That's kind of the update. Just kind of exciting that the trip I'm going on is in a couple weeks, and then when I get back from that, that's when I think some weight's going to be off the shoulders, because that's when I've given myself the deadline of, okay, now you can walk away from this if you need to, and find something better. With the caveat of, at any point of doTERRA, if one of those 2 jobs opens at doTERRA, then I'm gone. Like that, I'm not waiting at all if those things come available. But yeah, I think that is it. I'm just kind of chilling. Excited to not work here, because I don't like conflict. I don't like it. It's exhausting. And that's pretty much all this job is right now, is just fighting everything you say is fought, and getting sworn at and yelled at constantly. It's just, even if it's like for that's just not how I want to live my life. Like, that's not how I'm trying to spend my days. And you could even argue it's worth it because you're helping people, but at this point, it's literally not helping anybody because they're not doing their treatment plans. So they're not progressing. They're just sitting there. And anytime you try to push them, they freak out and take whatever punishment you can think of to give them because they just don't care. Because they're not ready to have that responsibility yet. All right, I've said enough. Thank you all for watching, as usual. Hopefully some spooky stuff will be coming soon, I hope. Yeah. At the end of the week, that's when I'll be able to probably go over there and get things set up. And my roommates will probably hear me because I think they're home all the time, but everyone stays in their room, so, because I think everybody plays games and watches movies all the time. So maybe that won't be too big of a deal, but yeah. Peace out. I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.